I would like to apologize to everyone. I had to switch the episodes I had planned for this week and next week because I had to redo part of the episode over because what I filmed wasn't perfect, and I had to wait until I ordered a couple of objects for Cherry's yard. That's the reason why there will be 3 dates in next week's episode. I wanted Cherry's yard to be perfect. Octavian asked to move, so this week we search for a new neighbor for Nightshade to replace Octavian, and we also learn about their backstory in this episode also. First, we go and say goodbye to Octavian. I'm really sad to see him move away. He was really cool. I don't understand why some neighbors stay a long time while others don't stay long at all. Before we go searching for a new neighbor for Nightshade, I put up a photo of Chops that JoJo Crosses sent me. I know a lot of people have a strong dislike for Chops. The reason why I like Chops so much is because when I had my island of Sunset Key, and he just moved in the day before, I had enough stones to make the western headstone, which I wanted to put up for my mom. She was a huge fan of Animal Crossing. She had her own island, and we used to play Animal Crossing together a lot. And Chops saw what I was doing, and he ran over and sat on the bench at the cemetery that I was starting to make. I will insert the clip of Chops running over and sitting on the bench after in this video. He ran up on to the bench and sat down like he was paying respects. And also during gameplay, when I was doing other things on the island, I noticed a couple of times he was visiting the grave site. That's the reason why I love Chops. I would see him either standing there by the western headstone, or I would see him watering the flower that I put up on there. At the time when I first got Chops on as the first campsite visitor for Sunset Key, I didn't know what to think about him, but after I seen what he did, I decided that he's actually pretty cool, And like my mom and my grandmother used to say, never judge a book by its cover. what I do next after I find Hans, since it didn't take that long to find Hans, I went to check and see if the house was sold. It was. And before I got there, I ran into Quilson, which is one of my favorite smug villagers, who I adopted from Artist Earn. And then after that, I decided that I wanted to open up another one of the shops at Harv's Island. Once I got there, I went and talked to my favorite NPC of all time, Leaf. And then I went and got some art that was fake. Both of them were actually fake. I can't think of the name of the first art piece, but some of the art piece that is the first one, if you buy it, watch the eyes during the day and the night. During the day, the eyes will be open. At night, they will close. If I remember correctly, I opened up Tortimer's shop, and also I unlocked one more haircut, which I did not like, so I had the hair changed back. And before I left to go open up some more on Harv's Island, I added a fence to the back part of my house.
Yeah,
I am so glad that I found my big buddy Hans. He's always been great to me whenever he was a neighbor of mine. He's my big buddy, always has been, always will be. His house is not going to stay where it is on my island. It will be moving towards the beach, and you will find out the reason why I'm moving it toward the beach when I tell you his backstory. And now let's learn Hans's backstory. My backstory for Hans is that Hans may be a Yeti, but Hans has a love for the beach. He went with his mom to the Venice Beach boardwalk, and he fell in love with it. He also fell in love with the beach. He moved to Southern California to go to college, where he embraced the beach life. He loves to surf. He's always been down to earth, and he's always treated everyone great. He played baseball in school. He was the stereotypical cool jock. He didn't care if you were a jock, theater kid, loner, or in the science club. If you were cool, he'd be your friend. What I mean by cool is if you were nice, he'd be friends with you. He has a kind heart, and he may look intimidating, but he's really a cool guy. Hans is a fan of a lot of genres of music. He loves yacht rock and surf rock, but he's always open to finding new music. When he was in Southern California in college, he studied business. He wanted to start his own school where he can teach people how to surf. He decided to open his surf school on Nightshade. If you're looking for Hans, he's usually on the beach or playing music loud. His grandmother gifted him the money to open his school. His grandmother owns a radio station in LA. She told him to live his dreams, and she gave him the money and told him she didn't want the money back. She told him to help someone out. So Hans bought a beachside bungalow and turned it into a school where he can teach his neighbors how to surf. Thank you for joining me this week on Finding Hans. Next week I will be editing the Cherry's Yard build. And also I filmed on my birthday, so you will see what happens when it's your birthday on Animal Crossing New Horizons. And you will also see who the one that went and got my character to go to their house for the birthday party. Again, thank you for joining me. See you next week. Thank you for watching my video. If you like the video, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications.